What's up, you guys? Welcome to another community update. So, we talked about some of you guys, wanting to meet more people, being more social, blah, blah, blah. And we did make a little bit of a Discord channel for you guys so that we can start out in. And then as things expand, I'm thinking we can take it to other places, to different parts of the world and all these things. But the most important part is just to get started, see if it's any fun. So if you are interested in meeting more people and talking to more people, I suggest head on over there and we'll go from there. I am still very excited about all the things like, setting up weekly check-ins, that sort of thing. But it is really one of those things where it has to come from the ground up a little bit more than maybe I was thinking originally. I'm super excited about this. I think there's a lot of lonely people out there, including myself sometimes. So it is very important to think about how do we address that. It's a real concern that I think a lot about. However, the best way to start is just basically to head on over there. So there's a link in the description to that little Discord channel. You can go from there, chat, and if you guys feel like, oh, I would like to only speak to people from my part of the world, and it seems like there's a lot of us here sometimes, then you can put that in and we can just kind of build it as we go, if that makes sense. I've seen that in other Discord servers and communities before, so I think that makes a lot of sense. So as far as what I'm going to do on this channel now, continuing, I will do things like we'll try to have some events and stuff for this whole thing. I want to revive some of the kind of back and forth community stuff with the subreddit and all these things. It's really something I'm interested in to keep doing. So yeah, I don't know. I guess that's about it. I just posted a video, an additional video on Patreon of something, and it was kind of interesting because I made kind of a hot take, well, not a super hot take, but a little bit of a spicy take on the new Ariana Grande song, and I just felt like it got a little negative, I felt like, and that was an interesting thing. So I actually decided not to release it. It was edited, I paid for an editor to edit it and everything. And it's just like, I don't really want to put this out, and also I kind of changed my mind about it. It's interesting. So I sometimes thinking about what you put into the world and why you're doing it is such a weird thing. So I'm rambling. I'm going a totally different direction right now. But anyway, what I really wanted to say is there is a little bit of a Discord channel right now for those of you who feel a bit lonely or you just want more friends, more people to talk to. Head on over there and we can expand it over time. That was kind of everything I wanted to say. I guess we're only 3 minutes in. What should we talk about? I feel like I should just let my brain open up my brain to you guys. So I'm going back to LA soon. So that's that's one thing that I'm going to be doing. I'm drinking my last cup of Swedish coffee probably. So that's going to be fun. It's going to be fun to be back in LA and, meet up with my friends there and get started on this 2024 content. Something I haven't said publicly, I think I've said it in the Patreon, but that's not publicly, is that I've kind of scheduled out some more commentary videos because I think that is what's expected on the main Roomie official channel right now. And honestly, I don't mind it to make them. I think for a while when I was doing daily and it was everything I was doing, it was a big grind. But if I can keep it on a reasonable level, I love listening to music. I love talking about music. I know a lot of you guys love to watch those types of videos. There's no reason to stop. So I've kind of scheduled out videos for that for the next 2 months or so. And hopefully I can run those 2 months, see how that feels. As far as songwriting videos and stuff like that I've been posting recently, it seems just from click-through rates and stuff that it's not as popular with, the main part of the audience that used to watch the commentary videos. So what I'm thinking is I might move it to another channel anyway. I've been back and forth about this a lot. Those of you who are on Patreon have seen me basically go insane, going back and forth about it. But I think that it's just something that's happened with YouTube where you really need to cater to exactly, the bulk of your audience on a certain channel. And because I've done so much commentary on the main Roomie official channel, think it makes sense for that to be the commentary channel and to take kind of like the more creative songwriting stuff, challenges, that sort of thing to another channel. I've seen other people do that recently as well. I think it makes sense. This guy, I like to watch his videos, basically homeless. He just did it. He moved all of his React content and stuff because he has a tech channel. He had a lot of React content on there. So he's moving all of that onto another channel. And I think it makes sense for me too, to build up kind of the creative part separately and not have a bunch of subscribers that are like not interested in that. Because a big chunk of the audience still is. Like, it wasn't that big of a difference, but that's kind of like how YouTube works now. If you're kind of like, you know, if 1% less of people click a video, that generally means that it might get like a lot less views. And because then it's not, you would think they would just lose 1% of the views. But the thing is, if your click-through rate goes down 1%, that means that, someone else might have a slightly higher click-through rate than you, and then your video doesn't get recommended because another video won over your video. So basically, that's very simplified. There's other things like, how long you watch videos and stuff like that as well. But in general, that makes sense. So anyway, I will probably, this is what I'm thinking now. I'm thinking I will start making a channel that's going to be more songwriting oriented, but it's going to start out, I think, a little bit more, a little bit like novelty, clickbaity, maybe, at least to start, with some other stuff and some challenges and stuff, having some friends in, making some fun music, showing a little bit more of the process. I think I'm leaning towards as well. Because just when it comes to stuff, like I did that video you might have seen, or you might not have seen, because it kind of got a little bit buried, but where I made like 3 different songs, and I had you guys vote for it and stuff, which one I should finish. I made that, and it was just a lot of work. Sorry, is that a police car? Anyway, it was a lot of work, took a lot of time, and I was just like, the thing for me is I love making music, and when I'm like sitting scripting or animating or whatever, I'm not making music. And when it comes to things I want to do outside of making music, maybe doing like the commentary videos and stuff is what it is, but I'm not sure how I feel about just putting that amount of effort into something when I think a lot of you guys are really happy to see like, oh, what goes on behind the scenes, like see me and my friends like joke around as we're making music, we're talking about what the music is about in a more casual way instead of scripting and animating and blah blah blah, and here's like an 11-minute video that took a month to make. It doesn't make as much sense to me. So I just want to get more things out there and, iterate, see what you guys like, what you don't like. So that's kind of where I'm at. What else is happening? Yeah, going back to LA. Yeah, but, so the old team is kind of back, or some of the old team is back. Martin kind of is working with other stuff now, I believe. So he's not. I tried to get him to edit something a while back, but he was busy. But Rickard is making some thumbnails. Jiva is doing some edits. This new guy DK is doing some edits. August is planning some stuff. I want to get Jonas in for some stuff as well. Jonas is very good at some stuff and things. Jonas did a bunch of the illustrations for the songwriting video that took so long to make. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Yeah, so it was very fun. I planned out every single title for the next 2 months on the main channel, and it was pretty fun. Like I kind of enjoyed that long-term thinking. I think it's really relaxes me. So the idea is, I think next week there's also just going to be 1 video, and after that I'm planning for there to be 2 videos, as long as the budgeting pans out. Like I need it to pay for itself. Otherwise I will end up on the street. So yeah, if you don't want me to end up on the street, feel free to sign up for the Patreon as well. Anyway, that was a lot of talking. I appreciate you guys. Head on over to the Discord channel if you're feeling a bit lonely and want to chat to someone. I know there's just like so many people out there, and there's no shame in it. There's going to be like so many more people than you think are lonely in your life. Like I've had people I thought were really, had their, were super busy and had so many friends. Like, I've had people that come up to me and like in confidence and being like, "Oh, you're my only friend," and that it can kind of like really shake me when stuff like that happens. Because like I don't think of myself as a super social person, but I definitely have a lot of friends. But I can be like, oh, everyone else has so much else going on. But once you start looking into that, you might realize that there's a lot of lonely people in your lives as well. So yeah, interesting. I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for hearing my rambling that went nowhere. Click the link in the description to go to Discord. And I'm just gonna be dumping my brain here sometimes and looking at some Reddit stuff or whatever. It's just a casual hangout. I can even post a video like this. It's this crazy. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Bye.